Alrighty. How's it going? We're back, and we are still out of hands. That's not what the title means. How you doing, Draft? Better scramble like an egg before you get folded like a wainlet. Wainlet? Kinda sounds like manlet. Let's change the community name from Waintards to Wainlets. Coincidence? I don't believe in coincidences. The rain outside only grows heavier. Because of my abnormal features, I've been trapped in this room of pain for who knows how long now. And I saw her in my dreams. I saw her face, the sight briefly igniting a spark of hope within me. It came to nothing though. Life's always left me disappointed. And now my dreams do too. Gah. 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 Early Waintard evolution or Wainlets? The premature Waintards? When will this long night end? Just when will dawn break? Her passing turned you into a monster. It turned you into an eternal being. A bizarre existence made out of hands. And yet you still remember her. End this all. End it? It won't just end. It'll always exist in your memories, waiting patiently for you. Although the icy winds may freeze sweet Annabelle Lee, they'll remain in her tomb by the sounding sea. Orpheus will find her, though she may reside in the depths of the underworld, to lead her back upon the path to the mortal realm. Once you break the shackles of fate and free your thoughts, the gates between life and death will open before you, and then reality and illusion will no longer matter at all. Birdie's a Wainlet? Dang. He's been demoted. You stand by the window watching the hallucinations that flit outside. It's then that it comes to you. Your task. Your undertaking. It's to return her from the clutches of the dark underworld back to the mortal realm. Having made your choice, you step forth into a new world. You wake by a bonfire, finding yourself in a peculiar forest. A dampness exudes from the ground at your feet, and an endless mist extends all around. It's hard to see anything through it all. The dense forest formed entirely of hair. You navigate ahead along a huge swollen piece of scalp, much like a tick weaving through the forest of hair. With this piece of scalp skin, you'll head deeper down into the brain itself. You'll gain a glimpse of the infinite world of the spirit. Tua. Indeed. Cows moo. Birds chirp. But hawks Tua. Think about that for a second. Forgot I switched up my look. What does this remind me of? I look kind of like a duck. Do you see it too? That's QWERTY after Wayne says, "Hey buddy, I said no teeth." No teeth, alright, try and keep up. Serpent illusion. Cool. Hmm. Neat. Throat's feeling better at least. Although I think we'll still keep it a 3-hour stream. I gotta fix my sleep schedule a little bit. I'm afraid to say. Even Wayne needs to sleep. Danger lurks around every corner here. I think the Hawktua girl has mastered the art of Hawktua, or is she a fraud? I think she's a fraud, I gotta say. That's just my impression of her though, you know? I look into her eyes. I don't really think her heart's in it. I don't think it ever really was. I think she said what she said to be funny. I don't think the love of the game exists within her, you know? But that's just my superficial impression of her. That's only what my eyes can see. Her physical form, her flesh vessel, her flesh vessel doesn't, you know, just doesn't give me that impression. But I can't see beyond the skin. I can't see what's truly in her heart, in her soul. But that's just what I feel. Okay? Not necessarily. They're only trying to scare you to wake you from your nightmare. But if you're scared awake, you'll never be able to continue your journey through this dream. Your thoughts chatter away in your mind. This could have been you. I don't think I want this to have been me. Mecha hand. Like Hogwarts for minorities. Hello. Traverse the forest and suddenly find yourself bathed in light. At the center of the light is what appears to be a tall pile of deer bones. What's cracking, baby? Hogwarts. I'm afraid I'd be bottom of the barrel. Absolute bottom of the class. At Mogwarts. Then in the center of the clearing are massive deer bones. You inspect them closely but don't find anything of interest. Take one more look. Are you sure? Why don't you take a closer look? I'll be back. You proceed through the vegetation and then see a familiar figure in the clearing up ahead. Written in the atlas that each time red rain falls in the town, the buses will flood and grow waterlogged, and the evildoers will taunt you with glee. Yet the light of that mockery is the key needed to enter the soul labyrinth. You show him. The writing is red in color. Looking at the trailer, I think being black might have actually been a prerequisite. I'm sorry, Wayne. The game was rigged from the start. Did you feel it? That feeling within the soul labyrinth? Then you bore witness to my existence too. The House of Astarion. The guy from Baldur's Gate 3! This is the Cretan labyrinth in which the Minotaur waits. A place imagined forth by Dante. The Minotaur, a beast with a man's body and the head of a bull. How many, like myself and Maria Kodama, have lost themselves within the labyrinth's intricate stone halls? I'm sorry, Wayne. Don't cry, Wayne. You could have, like, painted yourself brown. I think that's a crime. I think that's generally looked down upon. Could have created a bodysuit of brown paper taped together. They would have never known. I don't think that's the same thing as blackface, but I think, like, I think it's more about the idea, you know? I think it's about the spirit of the action. How would they know? They wouldn't, but I would. Isn't that what matters most? No, not really. Well, it matters the most to me. As someone trying to get real. Dang. Thwarted again by that pesky morality. Does a past paper compilation like this actually exist? Ooh. But I'll buy no more. Wish Wayne did blackface more often. Keep dreaming, pal. No axe. No axe. Wait, no, Ray made it, and he's like Chinese. Ray William Johnson? He made it? Does Ray William Johnson need to attend Streamer University? You had a chance. I think Ray William Johnson is like the exception, not the rule. That's out of Psy. Who the fuck is Tay Willing Job Hansen? You don't know Ray William Johnson? I think he said the N-word once. I'll give him a look. But that was back in the before days. Back in the time of the internet when that was like considered funny, you know? He's cultivated a safer image online now. He likes to dance, I think. Did the Saints come marching in? Don't ask how I know. You lied. It wasn't that long ago. Sorry, I'm not caught up with my Ray William Johnson lore. You'll forgive me, won't you? He fell for the okay. I mean, it disappears, only a few piles of old worn books remain. Where could he be going? You've been to the Mist Forest. Yes, I can smell the rank odor of death upon you. The antler phantom turns its thick neck around, gazing calmly upon you. I don't think that was it. I don't think that's what I was thinking about. But that is funny. Again and again you look in the mirror, but it serves no purpose. With a youthful spirit, you gaze deep into an aging reflection. It'll only sink you deeper into insanity. Who are you? I'm the image in the mirror, the reflection upon the water. I'm none other than you. I am you. Yes, I am you of the past. Every single glimpse of yourself you catch in the mirror, each one is you reflected just a short moment in the past. You want to leave, but the mirror's vortex pulls you in. You can't tear your eyes from it. Middle-aged dream. It looks like Joey from Friends. I hate Friends. I wouldn't know anything about that. As you approach the light, you notice a mysterious shadow sitting there. A figure that has waited long for your arrival. And look to the banks over there. She died, left the mortal realm. I wish to be near her. She's already become an island. Surrounded by the fallen tears that form the sticks. Caressed by the falling rain. Tried tracing the banks, but I could never get close to her. The coin required to reach the world of the dead, 1 of 6. Number 1, slumber. Okay, Raid Bilbo Jogspun. Hold on. What are you doing? Evil smile. Look, he loves to dance. He loves to dance. How can you hate him? Staring out from the water side, you can see her huge form in the distance, laid in the water like an island, entirely motionless. We'll need to find a way to cross the sticks if we're to draw close. The fuck was that? Those videos are awesome. They are awesome. We don't need to be hasty. She's already dead. She'll always be there waiting for us. What was that? He loves to dance. An odd-looking stone tablet sign catches your eye. Hair is twisted all around it. You wish to near her, and so hallucinations arrive as expected. Erling. I don't know who the second guy is, I just know Ray William Johnson. The second guy is but a stranger. Okay. Destroys all Plantoy. Why'd you destroy my Plantoy, fool? That case Sterling also has fucked up AI videos of him. The poor soul. Look at what they've done to you. Words are etched into the tablet. Reed and Rush are dark and green as hoarfrost the white dew is seen. Him, the man I have in mind, by this water I should find. Searching up the stream, I haste on a long and toilsome quest. Downwards then I turn and see, in the midstream standeth he. He is there but far removed, vain has all my searching proved. Word. Mouth of the... Proceed along the forest line and a humid wind blows straight at you. You smell something on the breeze. Something familiar. It's a unique scent. Smell of her hands. Of her hair. It's etched in your mind as if engraved in your psyche. Your scents carried in the air, drifting from the other bank. Make out a small boat in the far distance. It rocks upon the waves. Six boat watcher, war, famine, pestilence. Is that right? Staring out from the water side, you can see her huge form in the distance, laid in the water like an island entirely motionless. Cross the sticks and reach her side. As you approach the small boat, you see a figure upon it. They're staring back at you as if waiting for something. Cross the river Styx, you must pay the toll. 6 coins. The boatman continues staring, waiting for you to fork over the toll. For 6 coins, you need 6 more? But I had one. Damage this card takes increases the heart's HP by an equal amount. Damage the heart takes increases this card's HP by an equal amount. Oh. Bastard. Going to fucking shoot you now. Not my gun. I'm sniffly now. My throat's not hurting, but I'm sniffly now. Ahead lie the mist forest depths, a place that grows darker and gloomier the deeper you go. Too dark ahead. You better prepare a light source of some kind to light the way. Hey buddy, I know you. Across a small camping ground. Mania, completely wrapped up in bandages, sits before his tent. Seems bored stiff. Lamp mouth. Ah, it's you. Mania sits before his tent. He seems bored stiff. I could ask you the same. I go wherever I please. I'm free to wander as I like. You though, you're different. We're lured here, urged, forced to find this place. Like cattle prodded into doing as you're told. For that, Mania tips back his head and laughs heartily. Oh shit. Waterfall on my keyboard. I drank too hard. I dripped too wildly. You squirted? Something like that. Okay, luckily this game doesn't need a keyboard to play, but... What happened? A little bit of water spilled from my jar onto my keyboard. So I unplugged it, turned it off, and now I put it on top of a towel. Got one of those coins right here. You want it? It suits you, staring all around yet achieving nothing. Observation. You're staring, you're searching around. It's ever so entertaining. Almost drives me mad. You look around and think you're beholding her, your love, and the world outside. You never even stop to consider that what you're looking at is yourself. Mania throws his head back and guffaws once more. Huh? Time for a change of pace. I'm able to deal range damage. How many hands you got? 4. 2 regular. 2 weird ones. Alright, you wander around here back and forth. But you won't get far without a tool to help open a new path for you. It's a shame. You could have used my axe, but I lost it by the campfire. Somewhere in the east of the forest, if you feel like looking for it. A row of rather out-of-place vending machines stand in the center of the clearing. Super racket. TV remote. As you're about to leave, you notice something twinkling in a crack beneath the vending machine. To reach the shining object, you must move the vending machine aside. As you try to shift the vending machine, it suddenly springs into motion. Oh yeah, I've wanted to take a crack at you for a while now, buddy. Grants 99 barrier when defeated. Burden. Vending machine. Vending machine. Did you make this game? Yeah, I actually secretly made this game. You've got me. You still working on that game you were talking about? I've been mostly focused on stream stuff right now. It's all stream all the time. It'd be kind of like Earthbound, you know? I do know. I know all too well. That's what outvision is. Outvision? I don't think so. I love gun violence. And gun violence loves me. Why did you kill Cordy? Why did you hurt the boy? Mod abuse. You tried correcting me. Fooled you. Outvision. Damn straight. Raid moist critical? I'm gonna have to pass. Next time, like Infinity War, I'll shrink Wayne down covered in hot sauce and send him up your bum. Just like an Infinity War. Wayne will never get famous with this attitude. Is that truly the goal? Is that really what you want? Then Wayne will infinity score. Yes? That was a bit of an annoying fight. The vending machine falls still and returns to its former state. You pick up the shining object that it dropped. Ponder. Failed getting on the kites in that show. How can I fail that which I do not attempt? The path to the right is absolutely teeming with hands. As if they're growing from the ground below, as they fill the space in between the trees. Mallet. Not attempting is like below failure. What if I didn't want to in the first place? Blast it all. It's cowardly. I disagree. Your only chance is moist critical. Well, I diss the bee. Why would you do something so cruel and inhumane? Managed to beat back the hands. The trees all around become human arms and reach out towards you. However, there is no danger, or at least that's how it seems. Look for anything of use in the died-out bonfire. A throwing axe helps you keep your body and mind in good shape. A one-handed axe has dried blood upon it. Two-handed war axe, with it you can cleave through all that stands in your way. I want to say mystery. You adventure high upon the head of the giant. Progress hindered by the thick forest of hair that impedes your path. This is the most wondrous axe. It will cut you a path that leads into the future. Grip this rusted, blood-encrusted axe and swing it down upon the skull thick with tangled hair. You saw it. The mists at the depth of your mind. Poor shopkeeper, lost in the expanses of your memory. Find an axe by the edge of the tent. It's very new. However, it's caked with blood and hair. It's human hair on the axe. With all the blood. Look, it's so new that the price tag is still on the handle. Don't think about it. It's not important. Max HP limit reached. I've become too strong. Such is life. Wayne. Birdie. Step aboard the stranded boat in the clearing. I'll take a load off. You sit down. As you do so, strange visions appear all around the boat. This is a tale of a time long ago. Orpheus sails through the underworld with his departed wife, Eurydice. Do you have any game recommendations for me? What are you feeling like? What have you played most recently? What is it that you seek? What do you want out of this experience? You're ultra bored? Hoist the sail, head for distant lands. It stands just ahead, the gate to the mortal realm. Once past this gate, return to the land of the living. Here it is. Look. We advance and now we achieve the impossible. Played Binding of Isaac most recently, so I assume you don't want another roguelike. No matter what price I must pay, I must. You shall leave this land from which none can escape. I was about to alt-tab. I actually can't exit the game right now because I don't have a keyboard. I was about to alt-tab into my Steam library to look upon my many treasures to grant you one. But I can't. There's a big empty space on my desk. Woe is me. Little water isn't that bad. Yeah, it's not that bad. I just need to wait for it to dry out. And after stream, I'll probably dry it out myself. It's probably not damaged at all. But to make sure I keep any risk to a minimum. We arrive at the end of our arduous journey. Yet the gate is closed tight. Our dreams refuse us all. It is of no matter. Though closed tight, we can knock and open the gate, in all we wish for. I shall face that windmill giant in combat. Only one of us shall stand victorious. Yes, behold the great gate. Its defense is fallen. Oops, I didn't use all my energy. Up to my ruler. The gates open. Though dead she may be, Orpheus returns her to the land of the living. At the final moment, he turns to look at her once more. Yet she was caught in death's grip once again. She was left for all eternity in the shivering cold of the underworld. In your search for something, you shall lose something. You shall touch only dreams. Dreams destined to shatter. Even if you sail across the river, reaching the shore, it'll be beyond reach, all you yearn for. At the end, all you love. Everything will fade, will float away. You rise from the boat, standing, the illusion fades, yet a golden coin remains in your hand. Mad King's gold coin. Take it to the heart to toss a coin. If heads, this card's value doubles. If tails, the card is consumed and heals the heart equal to its value. Leprechaun gold. It said he was once a king, back before he succumbed to madness. I love gambling. You aren't the coins that shall grant you passage across the river, yet they're bound to have their uses. You look over the boat, scattered with shiny items. Coin flip, coin flip. Call me Joey Wheeler. Hunger reference. You're thinking of two different things. You know what? I feel that. I can get jiggy with that. I'm not beyond such things. Brick. Glass. Rightful mouth. Ugh. Wayne not expressing Funger hate. Yippee! Funger und Cola. Yippee! I'm gonna go back to the other place. The tree stands nearby amid the thick mist all around. There's a loud rustling sounding from the foot of the tree, as if some animal is bustling about. However, you see nothing there, only scattered prints on the ground. You head closer to get a better look. That's when the paw prints increase in number, getting closer and closer. Something unseen approaches. An invisible beast, being that snuffles and sniffs all over you. Smell its breath and the sorrow that clings to it like sodden clothing. When you can tell, it seems harmless. Unfortunately, it soon loses interest in you and returns to the base of the tree. Oh. You still dead, pal? For shame. Let me go talk to the boys. What? Why did I turn my back to you? I could not look at you. I was wrong, I know. But were I to fix my gaze upon you, then you would have returned to that stranded boat once more. In hell, forever and always. That in your hand, that the Mad King's gold coin? And then you must have found my boat, my vessel that was left stranded. And you witnessed my wife's existence. Orpheus sails through the underworld with his departed wife, Eurydice. This time he dons a mask. The mask looks out west as the boat drifts westward, the eyes behind that mask glimmering, watching over his doting wife forevermore. Northwest Forest. See. Must go find the bell. So that the beast might become my friend. You entered the depths of the thick forest, entirely devoid of light. In a flash, the trees all around you become human arms and reach out towards you. Bring it, buddy. I ain't afraid. Wayne, you're nutty like silly putty. They tell me that. I get that a lot. Yeah, I get that a lot. Oh darn. Look what I've got. Ah, it's you. Uh-huh. Huh. Shortcuts just like Dark Souls. Respect to the bonfire, right? Yeah. The Wayne Man cometh, and one day the Wayne Man shall go. How's it going, Gromy? Take my hand. It's good to see you. Yeah. In a dark corner of the forest, a light suddenly appears. A hill peppered with small lanterns has burst into light. And at the end of one's tether, there's nothing for it but to light a candle and hope your worries burn with it. As days pass, then months, the flickering flames form a mountain. Go maketh me a sandwich. Ye ain't the boss of me. I ain't the boss of me. Been busy every day at 7, but it's a big deal to make it here at the beginning. Look me in the eyes. Sorry I left you hanging. Ain't no big deal, my man. Ain't no big thing. I'm just glad to have you here right now. It's all about the present moment. Stick around in the past too long, and you'll be left behind. Raising the lantern, you can see your own shadow wavering before you. Raising the lantern to cast light into the distance, you see a hazy spectral figure. As you gaze into the lantern's flame, you see a fiery mirage within. Or... ego death. These kids and their ego death. I tell you what. Stick around in the ass too long and you'll be left behind. Mine was better. We'll have to agree to disagree. Do you agree to these terms? The ferry's anchored by the bank, and you wish to reach the other side. This damned weather, the sky so dim and dark. So you search fervently, and the coins for the ferry crossing are nowhere to be found. And then, Darren the boatman hoists his lantern, lighting your way. Darren. Oh my god, Limbus Company reference. Darren is Karen. Darren? It might be. The mist forest depths lie just ahead. You lose all sense of direction once there. Sure about this? Yeah, why not? You meander around the Forest of Arms. It's dim and misty, and you've soon lost your bearings. Nothing for it but to push on ahead. The arms shift and sway in the night breeze, and they grab at you whenever you near them. How many times I gotta teach you this lesson, pal? Oh. Bastard. See you in an hour, man. Take care. Come back to us safely. You're well and truly lost, sunk deep into this realm of dreams and madness. The hands cascade towards you, grasping and trying to trap you here forever. Vampire Spectre. Ooh. What a hungry lot. Really now. Scary stuff. Hmm. Oh, damn. This is rather annoying. Battle these things. And then I was like, Wayne, shut your gababagooli up. What a rude thing to say. I was just in the middle of my story. Need to add customizable noses? They really do. My nose just doesn't fit in with the rest of me. It just doesn't speak to who I truly am. Everybody laughed. I ought to have you hanged for that. Ooh la la. You ain't got enough rope, Twitch boy. Not enough rope. What silly little thing are you on about now? Hold a matching coin that has a value of over 30. How high can we go? Oh. Anyway, when I made that joke, Wayne's future wife went back in time just to cheat on him. Has he lost it? Has he finally lost it? With me. Oh, it maxes out at 99. Is this one of your fan fictions? Please try not to fantasize about me to my face. I started blushing. Everybody laughed. What's your deal? I know you. You're the door monster. But then a towering hooded phantom gestures back the way you came and calls to you. Go back. Return the way you came. That's not a can-do attitude. If I left my post every single time some strange ghost told me to, I'd never get anywhere. How far could Sekiro make it in this game? I think such a question misses the point. Misses the point. I'll go back, but not because you told me to. Oh god, do I have to go all the way back? Follow its directions and head back to find yourself upon a new path. Below you is a passageway. Then from the red mists, there suddenly lunge more hands yet again. Amid the flurry of arms and hands, there suddenly appears a large flower. It sways in the air, then flutters straight toward you. Hell. What pirate level would Sekiro be? Pirate level? I feel like he'd be pretty low. He is only human after all. He's unfortunately limited. Low? Low. Explain. I feel like Sekiro is like somewhat based in reality. Like sure, he's like superhuman to some extent, but he's not superhuman to like One Piece levels of physicality. Let me remind you that like Arlong, like the third villain in the series, was able to like flip over houses. Like just pick up a house and like put it down upside down. I just don't know if he can like match that level of physicality. I'm gonna pretend you didn't say that. What's wrong? Did the mean old streamer say something you didn't like? Yes. Do me a favor and don't cry. It'll make me uncomfortable. Vicar could low dip that fish fuck. Nightmare. Bro thinks Sekiro's low fishman level. I'm just saying, I think there's a point where he like plateaus out. Not for lack of skill or lack of conviction, but just for lack of simple physical stats. I think he just gets outpaced. My guy is a Zoro victim. I'm sorry to say it to you. Proceed along the path. The hands behind you interlock their fingers as you pass, blocking the route back. He's got ninja tech. Plus, he's a swordsman. Yeah, that's why I said Zoro victim. Definitely develops haki. He does. I just don't think that's enough. You're not hearing what I'm saying. Wait. Roger was human. But there's a big difference between a One Piece human and like a Sekiro world human. That's the point I'm making. Roger, a human, is a lot different than like Sekiro, the human. Even if their haki and skill was equal, it's just the physicality that'll make all the difference. One Piece glaze. It's a hand holding an artifact with connected damage. Connected target's image to heart. Black Myth's on Wukong. What's his pirate level and how far does he make it? I don't know anything about that game. He's Goku. I think he just wins. I think you answered your own question. One Piece was a Chinese monkey. Hee-ha, hoo-ha. Are you done? Are you quite finished? You know what I hate? What do you hate? And Gear 5 caused this. I have a feeling it didn't. I have a feeling people caused this. A new passage appears above, a faint greenish light shining upon it. Power scalers have a new power level. Oh, I see. Yeah. Toon Force, yeah. That's just power scalers being power scalers. They share the same brain cell. They pass it around. That's how it was supposed to be anyway, but they lost it a long time ago. The fuck is Toon Force? It's an excuse for people's favorite character to win. Then from the green mists, there suddenly lunged more hands yet again. Amid the flurry of arms and hands, there suddenly appears a large tentacle. It sways and coils through the air straight toward you. You read the new CSM? I actually forgot. Forgive me, Giraffe, I've failed you. What? What's that? What are you wetting me about? Check out this clip. Seswayne streaming out of hands. You said Giraffe, yeah. Because Giraffe tries to remind me I should kill you. That's because I was talking about Giraffe, dingus. You buffoon, numbnuts, dimwit, dillweed, nincompoop. I'm Giraffe. Oh, you are. I wasn't talking about you. I was referring to the other one. The one who reminds me to read Chainsaw Man every week. Thing you did. That was kind of fun to do that more often. We may never know. Rat. I think that card's broken. Don't ask how I know. Rat. Darn me and my inability to read. Bastard. That's not how that card's supposed to work. According to the card. Maybe I was a fool for trusting it in the first place. Maybe I'm the fool. Maybe the joke's just on me. My pinky fell asleep for some reason. Bastard. Damn my inability to read. You really like this hand job game. Do I? Is that what you think? This is like a roguelike, or is it linear? It's linear. It goes only one way. It's got its own sweet little story to tell. Oh, so you're gonna beat it soon. Good work, Wayne. He's done. He's finished. Oh darn. Revelation. Not gonna lie, if you weren't a streamer, I think you'd have less hair. If I wasn't a streamer, you think I'd have less hair? No. Before I was a streamer, it was longer. Back when I graduated high school, it was like down to my shoulders. Yeah, the stress would make you go bald. Girly length. Wayne had femboy hair. Don't call it that. Shoulder length, long black locks. Oh. Can't be thinking about these things. Gunner material. I squint hard enough. Ever say ooh, just imagine that one sound effect from Lisa the Painful. No. The healing one. Oh. Ooh. Yeah. We got on the right track eventually. You know it. I'm lost. I look like the lady who played Supergirl in the Flash movie if I squint. I think you've mentioned that before. You proceed along the path, the hands behind you interlock their fingers as you pass, blocking the ride back. Hey, what's happening? A huge hooded phantom before you once more. This time he doesn't point you in any direction, he just stands in silence. Got a problem, bub? He remains motionless as if awaiting your questions. I am the master of the door. You have seen my many eyes, just as I have seen many of you. I think one time you told me that I look like her if I had a more defined jawline. I think I remember that conversation. There are no doors in this place, no roads. Yet, if you let your obsession go, open your mind. If you let your mind be free, this place will have doors and roads at every turn. Wherever she may be, that is where you shall go. This guy type any slower? Your jawline's cool though, no hate. Thanks. Take my hand. You've earned it. Take the hand of a great man. You'll feel better. You got Subway fingers. Like they would go on the sandwich or they make the sandwich. Like if you ate nothing but Subway. I think Subway's kind of gross. I like Jimmy John's. I'm not a big sandwich guy. So I'm gonna go for cheap eats. I'll just go to Little Caesars. Never heard of that. I have. There were once many boatmen and lanterns along the river Styx. Eternity extends forevermore, and in time, even death shall die. And so, those lanterns lay scattered upon the banks. Never heard of Little Caesars? What are you, rich or something? I raise each one of them and set them in the east of the forest. Ah, saw it. The lantern you brought. You have them up there? I don't know if we have one here. But I mean, I've been to Texas. I lived in Texas for a while. That lantern bore witness to my existence. Aaron the boatman hoists his lantern. Aaron the boatman hoists his lantern, lighting your way. You did? Yeah. Results like a leader ID for them, right? You think 6 DC would be viable? What does he even do? I don't use DC, so I wouldn't know what he does. How did you turn out like this? Awesome. Only God knows the answer. You born witness to the existence of 10 phantoms. The bonfire grants you a reward for your efforts. Ultra voucher. Resurrection tape. Mind Colossus. That's a freaky looking elephant. I've made a fool out of you. What do they summon the Ezek from Papers, Please? Which one's the Ezek? Is that the guy who, like, keeps trying to sneak in, but with, like, really bad papers? The circles with the lines. Squeeze me. That card doesn't work the way it should, and that kind of makes me angry. Those right there, those guys? Oh, the secret, like, yeah. You know what? That does look like them. You know what? You're spot on. Eat it. I must go east. And go back here again. What's the meaning of this? Wherever she may be, that is where you shall go. I get it, I get it. Taken aback by the sight, a row of vending machines standing before you. They hum gently, their lights still on. They seem to be working. Rollerball pen. Hot seal. I understand the puzzle. Feel more confident in your route as something's guiding your way. It's her. He's guiding you. Hmm. How do you do? I've gone insano. You wander lost throughout the mists, unaware of how much time has passed before finally reaching the end of the path. Bastard. I didn't see her back there. Many phantoms appear in the shadows of the trees, encircling with their gazes fixed on you. They don't do anything to suggest they're a threat, but they're not exactly friendly either. They just observe in silence. Their numbers only grow and they shuffle closer to you. Soon there's some kind of commotion on the path ahead. A large looming phantom appears before you. Talks in a squeaking, scraping voice. You have no idea what it's saying, though. Then it leans closer toward you. What a pickle I'm in. What kind of pickle? The ones in the bag that you get from the gas station. Dill? I don't know the meaning of the word. Dough. What a maroon. Talks in its harsh, scraping voice again, and you still have no clue what it means. So it leaves, taking the little phantoms with it. The forest of arms and hands soon grow empty and silent. Pot of desire. Another version of the pot of greed. Flames of searing desire burn within. Desire burns with an undying flame even when cast into the Styx's icy depths. This desire leads you forth into the land where souls are imprisoned. Let that desire swell, soar, and grow until this dream world is ablaze with its fire. She is the muse of your inspiration, the peculiar fluctuations of your dreams. She is the source of your madness and the end of your love. You cast the beacon of hope into that old, dry copper pot. It gives off a plume of smoke, leading the way. Rebirth. Look, the arms all around, they vanished. It would seem we finally found our way out of the mist forest depths. A large figure sits by the side of the river. His back is to you and he stares out from the riverbank, never moving a single muscle. The new Rick and Morty season is dropping. What season are they on now? I think I only ever watched the first two. He notices you but says nothing of it. Instead, he just stares at the water in silence. A man who has died. I sit here and wait. Death accompanies me. He is sighed, and I am all alone. 9 for another waiting soul. One that arrived earlier than I, and waited longer than I. I often hear its call upon the riverbank. Even so, I never see it. Without its presence, I dare not try to cross the river. He reduces an item and hands it to you. The bell. It's had a clear peal when rung. You see the one I wait for. and you bring it here to me. This is a testament to friendship. To see things as they are, it will join alongside you. Shiver in the breeze that gusts along the river, the unknown leaving me trembling. But if I had its companionship once more, and I'd gained the strength to push onward. Head closer to get a better look. As when the paw prints increase in number, getting closer and closer, something unseen approaches. You produce the bell, raising it high toward the beast. You feel it huffing and sniffing at the bell in your hand. On its hot breath is a sorrow that clings to it like sodden clothing. Stopped being good a while ago? I assume so. I don't think there's any show that gets to 9 seasons and is still like good. Or of the same quality as when it started. You suddenly feel that there's something standing right on you. Ah, look, it will accompany you now, staying by your side until you take it back to its master. Plus, they fired that voice of Rick and Morty for keeping his wife in a closet. I heard about that. Though it's none of my concern. He's found innocent, but they didn't give him the job back. That's kind of messed up. Messed up if true. Hello. I see them dancing within you, the flames of desire. Hand over that pot and I will let you leave. Bizarre looking skeleton takes one step after another, drawing closer. I'm gonna have to fold him like an omelet. Unless he splits like a banana. Look, within the peony pavilion deep in the lake. See her there. Her and her lantern. Maybe another story altogether, but certain themes are shared. Demand that you'd stay here, and that you do not leave and stay with me forever. Deep Sea Prisoner Lady really needs to hurry up and start finishing games again. Deep Sea Prisoner Lady. Who's the Deep Sea Prisoner Lady? Mogeko Castle. Crazy how she cranked out Mogeko, Great Garden, and Wadanahara one year after another. And then she got hit by a car and suddenly stopped making games so fast. Lazy. Gee. The capital F freak. Who's gonna match her freak? Give me one good woman game dev. The Deep Sea Prisoner Lady. Kim Ji-hoon. Draft could not match her freak. Is this true, Draft? You can't match her freak. You're lacking in the ways of the freak. Bro, I was brainwriting watching YouTube shorts and this guy looks just like you if you switch races. I don't care about whatever the video is about. You think so? His eyes are way bigger though. I don't think that's his neutral expression. Okay, once he like goes back to neutral, the eyes are definitely similar. The nose too. That's your brother. I gotta email him. Hello, it's me, your long lost brother. Can you give me some cash for cigarettes? Even there. Not even freaky. Yeah, but you draw fucked up stuff and so does she. Put him on screen. Guys. Why isn't that working? Guys, does this look like me? Someone was like, oh, Wayne. Guys, does this look like me if I race switched? He looks like you, I might just pee. Dreamer University, Wayne. Wayne Sanat. Look, he even has a One Piece profile picture. Bro did it. Bro did blackface. Don't say that. I'm innocent. Right on, Wayne. I might lose. What a scary thing to realize. I would need an Asian Wayne for that. This is what you'd look like if you were black or Asian. This is what you would look like if you were black or Chinese. Oh. Oh, that's an issue. You have to pass now, Wayne. Let her rip. I don't want it. I don't want it. I might have thrown on accident. Got a tenderloin, real Indiana shit. Oh yeah, we on that real Indiana shit right now. Never mind, I lived. A miracle. How long can I keep it up? And a ski. I'm Indiana maxing. Okay, buddy, stop trying so hard, okay? We get it, you're from Indiana. Don't gotta shove it in our faces. You don't gotta prove anything to us, okay? Fucking ow. Hell. I think this fight expected me to have a lot more ranged weapons than I actually do. Whatever, you're a whiner. Okay. You didn't have to go that far. I guess I do throw my own weight around a good bit, huh? I'm not innocent. What weight? Your victim weight? I hope the worms get you. I hope they peel you out of the ground. Oh, it was a joke. Oh. Ah. Okay, this fight definitely expected me to have a lot more ranged weapons than I really do. First cards can't be removed. Oh. Hmm. About all I've got. Alright, bastard, enough of your games. Bastard. Yeah, that was way easier with ranged weapons. Jesus. No, my gun. The skeleton extinguishes the flame and then fades away. You see? Desire, passion, dreams. You can never truly tear yourself from them. No matter how far you go, nor how shaken you become. Crystal eyes. Red milled. Nice. How you feeling? Are you feeling like a winner? Magic lamp. Genie. I feel light. The burden has been lifted from you. Getting super easy. How long have you been doing it now? About a month, but only recently, like this week, was it every day? Before it was like 4 times a week. Nice, dude. I forgot how long they say it takes to form habit. You've broken past that point. You've ascended. Oh god, I'm lost. No, wait, longer. It's hard to keep track because I have to take off from the gym when my son isn't digressing in his potty training. Let's see. Literally today got 20 minutes into my first walk and then I had to get a call that he shit his pants and we had to leave. Damn. Otherwise I'd have done 6 miles today. They have like a daycare at the gym, or I feel like they should be equipped for such things. I've brought it back to you. The invisible beast creeps over to its owner and leaves a trail of prints in its wake. Then he holds it in a gentle embrace. All is still as he hugs his invisible pet close, not saying a word. Before you know it, his form begins to fade and you can see right through him. And then he's gone. And after a series of ripples form on the river's surface, ethereal footsteps that depart from the bank heading out into the distance. Eventually, they too disappear at the river's end. Forest beast dies. Exactly, but I can't only use it for 2 hours each day. If it weren't for societal brainwashing, we'd all be shitting our pants. He's a rebel. That's their one rule. They don't change diapers to help them potty, and I'm glad that's a rule. Don't want some high schooler on her first job seeing my kid naked and seeing some scarring shit or whatever. I don't know, man, but it's cool with me. I suppose so. I need the mirror. Not you. Babysitters change diapers with a babysitter. One of those rich person things where you don't have to take care of your kid. daycare, but they come to you. My companion is by the tree in the northwest of the forest. However, one must ring a bell in order to summon this companion of mine. Traverse the thick layers of the hand forest. You'll reach the riverbank behind the phantoms. There, you'll find the bell and I waiting for you. You show him the bell. So, it's you. You witnessed that companion of mine, and witnessed me too. Quite adorable, are they not? Endearing, even if invisible to all. Thank you. You allowed us to reunite once more. Hachiko Monogatari. Hey Wayne, how the fuck does one win against Countess? I don't know, I thought it was pretty easy. You just... What are you doing? What team did you try to use? Oh, like a TV? Just like a TV. Except it also changes your diapers. Not your diapers, their diapers. TV ain't gonna change a diaper, can it? If monkeys in the typewriter can make Shakespeare a toddler, TV can change a diaper. No diaper changing show, so you can learn how to change it. Did many things. Either way, my dude's in underpants mostly. Light stack team, blood stack team, penetration team, dodger pos team, none really work. Did I do it first try? Let me go take a look. He's not at the age where he can change himself. When did I fight her? It took me 2 tries. The first time when I found her, I retreated. Then I came back, it looks like. I used Musketeer, Vestal, Houndmaster, and Highwayman. Yeah, I don't know. It looks like I just kicked her ass. I just dealt damage. That's about it. Don't use Riposte. Because she has like 3 moves that don't trigger Riposte. I know that. I know that. Don't use Riposte. Doesn't parry almost any. Yeah, don't use Riposte. I did try to use Riposte. It wasn't working. I think my strategy was... Let me look. What is my initial? Yeah, no, it was a pretty easy fight, I feel like. Bleed stack? No, I didn't do bleed stack. Arbalest kind of doing nothing in that team. I think Arbalest was doing the most damage. It was like a Houndmaster and Highwayman bleed stack. No, I wasn't really bleed stacking. It was a pretty easy fight, I feel like. Because somebody in chat was talking about, like, me using Houndmaster to deal the killing blow. Even though Houndmaster wasn't really doing damage, Houndmaster was just there to like dodge tank and stack Mark for Musketeer. It was easy enough that I could meme into like having the Houndmaster deal the killing blow. Yeah, it was just Houndmaster using Mark for Musketeer to deal damage. Yeah, I didn't have the bleed thing on Highwayman. How the fight went, because she kind of cheated me with 5 tries. Hold on. You're marked at 3-turn boss. I feel like you played on easy, Wayne. Aren't you playing on easy? I feel like you're projecting a little bit, pal. I can't send you the VOD because I don't have a keyboard. But, it's my VOD from May 9th. And the final fight is on the 2-hour, 29-minute mark. No way you marked a 3-turn boss is all I can say. Just because you're not skilled enough to mark a 3-turn boss doesn't mean I'm not skilled enough to mark a 3-turn boss. Okay, pal? There are just some things that Wayne can do that others cannot. All the scholars near and far roam night paths lit by lantern and star, yearning for companionship within autumn's musk, and so both ghosts and mortals walk together into the dusk. Take the pot of desire to the axe wielder plane. You shall witness her existence. Back from the axe wielder plane, with a magic lamp in tow. That mean marked a 3-turn boss. So, in Darkest Dungeon, every time somebody takes a turn, all their status effects go down by 1. Kind of like in Limbus, you know? You have count and potency. Every time that a boss takes a turn, their count goes down by 1 for all their negative status effects. So it's really not useful to use like status effects like Mark against a boss with a lot of turns. Because if a boss gets 3 actions per turn, then he reduces like negative debuffs like Mark super fast, where you don't really get a whole lot of use out of them. So it's not very efficient to do that. Like bleed, yeah. Imagine if there was an enemy in Limbus who got like, who reduced their bleed count every time they like used an attack without triggering their bleed count. Kind of like that. Magic lamps, lanterns, Enya lanterns, they're all lights, are they not? The living, the dead, and those who were both at once, not all so different either. Looks over to the phantom to his right, it's back to you, and he speaks. You desire to live together, while I wish to join her in death's embrace. No VOD on your YouTube channel? It's on Twitch. It's the May 9th VOD, and the fight is at the 2:29 mark. You can watch it on Twitch, you know. Each has a path of his own, and each path leads to its own ending. Racked by suspicion, the neighbor peeked into his house. With great horror, she discovered him laying with a skeleton. You've borne witness to the existence of every last phantom. Thus, they've found their true selves, and their identities once more. Ancient coin mouth. Drag the mirror to increase the weapon stacks by 1. That's kind of cray-cray. Okay, bye you guys. I can't send you the VOD because I don't have a keyboard right now. I have it pasted into chat, but I can't send it. As you approach the small boat, you see that figure upon it again. The boatman continues staring, waiting for you to fork over the toll. Costs a total of 6 coins to cross the stakes. The boatman requires 6 more. Madness encoiled her in an endless slumber. The source of that madness was another soul ensnared by insanity. The boatman takes the coin. You witness her wilted and withered life force. It filled his heart with infinite regret and pity. The boatman takes the coin. Thenceforth he fell into a meaningless pondering, thinking over the raging flow of time, of falling autumn leaves and fading love. The boatman takes the coin. His pondering was ultimately fruitless. It yielded only a growing agony that kept him awake at night, and so he descended into madness. The boatman takes the coin. Eventually, yesterday's sunlight shone into his dreams. He reached a revelation, one that sparked from within. The boatman takes the coin. So here he stands, hopelessly striving to change it all. The boatman takes the coin. The boatman nods to you, then disappears into the boat. That's it. That's it, done. Let's hop aboard. You ride the boat, drifting nearer and nearer to the island where she lies. Raise your head, taking in the sight of her enormous body. He lies completely still, as if only asleep. A soft rain begins to fall. He possesses such beauty and such grief. Just how can I save you, my love? You walk ahead and heave at her body. She lies completely still, as if only asleep. You cry out her name with all the strength you can muster. She remains the same. Nothing changes. And so you sit down beside her. All my hopes, all my dreams. Oh, I miss you ever so much. Ever so much. There is no point, no meaning in you staying here with her remains. You've still not found any way to save yourself. Save her. Pity you. You can only... Waking alone, facing the eternal night. Found her in the realm of the dead. Her, or perhaps I should say, her corpse. But shouldn't we do something? Do what? There's nothing we can do now. Nothing. Nothing at all. Missing one more mouth, 3 more eyes. The little match girl. That's an abno. What, my face? Fucker's copying. Oh, little match girl. No, that's Scorched girl. You're thinking of Scorched girl. Out of 29. Guess I'm just missing the other side of each hand. I believe we are nearing the end game. Alrighty, well, I think we'll call it there for the night. Very convenient for the dreams to be made up of like 3-hour segments. Real handy. I feel like next stream might be the last one. But who can say for sure? Well, maybe not. If all of these are like plot relevant dreams, then we've still got a ways to go. Seems like we're like maxing out on body parts and cards. If you were an abno, you'd be sexual harassment panda. Why a panda? Wayne gives me panda vibes. Probably what his fursona is. I don't have a fursona, but if I did, it would be a bird. Okay. Harassment panda. He's the mascot. Your Chroman OC is your fursona? No. Because the only his head is crow. A bird? A bird. Like a swallow? No. Nothing wrong with swallows. I just don't personally identify. You have an author insert character you put in your video games as an Easter egg? I don't know, I've thought about like designing something like, well, I've tried to design something like that, but I can't quite get something that I like. For a long while, you don't know for how long now, I've been like trying to replace the fish profile picture. But I just can't design something that I like. Imagine you just insert yourself as a white boy. You know what's a cool bird name is? Kingfisher. Kingfisher. We should rename pelicans to kingfishers. He loves fishing. Look, I drew this little apple guy today. You can't see him. There you go. I drew this little apple man today. Kingfisher's already a bird. A Moria design. Oh damn, that thing looks cool as hell. What about it says Amori? That's Wiener. Daryl. Wait. Wait for Manly Badass Hero to play Vending Machine 2 and wonder where the first game is. Eventually it'll cause people to break into your house looking for the original. I've got a Deathsman switch on me. It's connected to my heart. If my heart stops, Vending Machine 1 is deleted from existence. Does this person have a boner under the sheets? He's not what? He's not allowed? Be the boner police? Shit. Manly Badass Hero rolls, he does. You got lucky in that fight? Keep coping, pal. Luck is skill. I'm glad you didn't suffer. Marking a 3-turn target. Fortune favors the bold, Raccoon. What can I say? You're stuck in this meta mindset, okay? You're the meta chud. And I'm the fucking weeball Chad. I thought Manly was kind of a Chad like his avatar, but he's looking kind of ugly and that just makes him more inspiring. Sort of like Wayne. Thanks, man. Shake my hand. Shake the hand of a great man. Really? Gonna Google this guy. Did put my hand up to the screen and shake it. It was great. Keep trying tomorrow, but gotta farm a new antiquarian since it died against that. Well, see, problem number one is you're you're using antiquarian for anything other than money. I've found your issue. Problem number one, you're using an antiquarian to deal damage. For antiquarian versus countess is possible. Anything is possible. With God on your side, doesn't mean you should do it. Hashtag God. Looks like a game dev. Oh, dude, he's got the shoulder sling backpack. What a guy. Since 3rd grade, I had the same, like, one strap, like, backpack. And they don't sell backpacks like that anymore, and I'm so sad. It was kind of like the backpack the guy from Infamous had. But it was, like, big enough to be a school bag to hold, like, my textbooks and shit. They don't make them like they used to. Why is his head so big? I think maybe he's just a little skinny. Sometimes I don't know if my head's big or if I'm just like disproportionately skinny. Like maybe if I like gained weight it would look more proportionate. Who knows? I watched one of his playthroughs of Shorter Game and I forgot all about his funny voices. He's like a goated voice actor. He's a cosplayer. Who's that character? Oh wait, I think it's his character. I don't know, that jawline's looking kind of angular. Lurk. His jawline's looking kind of angular. I don't know, you guys. Maybe he got in shape. It's not impossible. I'm telling you, bro, lift. One step at a time. Maybe he's 6'6" and can lift 600 pounds. Maybe he's 8'3" and he can like kill you in one punch. You've been doing that finger thing lately. What finger thing? What are you talking about? A Dayquil side effect? Evil genius vibes. Maybe he's the biggest man in the world and is coated in solid gold. It's not impossible. Bro thinks he's Dr. Evil. $14 gold. 14 carats. That's too many carats. I think Space Dandy does that finger thing before driving the Aloha Oi. They used to call me Magic in high school. Were you wearing that all stream? What's it for? This is my art glove. I wear it so I can like draw on the drawing tablet. That's my second monitor. That's where you are right now. So I can be like, I can rub my hand out on it without feeling dirty. Because my glove feels dirty. They call you Magic because you love glitter. During freshman year in like PE class, there was this fat Asian guy. I didn't know him. I'd never talked to him before. He walked up to me. He was like, "You look like my friend who does magic. I'm gonna call you Magic." And then for like the rest of high school, anytime we ran into each other in the hallway, he would like introduce me to whoever he was talking to. He would like call me out from like the other side of the hall. He'd be like, "Hey, Magic." I'd walk over. He would be super excited to see me. We weren't close or anything. We barely even talked. We never had classes together. He would like introduce me. He'd like have a hand around his shoulder, around my shoulder. He'd be like, "This is my friend Magic." How's the glove help? Well, my hand doesn't like catch on the screen or anything because it's like a hand. And also I don't like scratch it or anything. I think he was grooming you. Light of hand. When I was in basic, a drill sergeant said, "You look like your name is Becky," so he called me Becky. Did you take offense to that? A reminder, I have the number 2 clip. Reminder. You do have the number 2 clip. What is the clip again? I mean, Becky's cooler than Al. I disagree. I disagree. I think E-names are kind of goated. Come on, clip, you taking a shit? Number 2 clip. Made it to get the banana badge. Gone bananas. Oh, you think my name is cool? That's a first. You don't like Ellen? I think most E-names are pretty good. Ellen, Elizabeth, Ethan. Not Earl. Not Eustace. Ellen Ring. One hell of a name. People usually think it sounds elderly and decrepit. No, Ellen, no. Mildred. Eustace. Boris. Granite. Fun fact about Mildred. Tarnished Allen ring. Yeah, Gertrude. What's other old people names? Mildred sounds like Mordred. Mordred? I feel like Margaret's kind of an old person name. Agatha. My grandmother's name was Millie for my entire life until I was like 24. I thought her name was short for Mildred. No, Milbra. Mordred is a product of incest. Milbra. I think that's the... I didn't even know that was a name. I knew this chick in high school. She had 3 brothers. One older brother, 2 younger brothers. They had the funniest names. The youngest brother, the baby brother, his name was Willie. The middle brother, his name was Will. The oldest brother, his name was William. That was on their birth certificates. Those are their names. Willie, Will, and William. Maribel? Maribel's pretty... I don't know, that sounds like a rich name. Sounds like a princess name. King Arthur's sister shapeshifted into Arthur's wife so she could have a baby by him. Knew a guy named Jonathan Johnny Johnson. His parents got jokes. They think they're so funny. King Arthur was canonically cucked too. Yeah, by Lancelot, right? Just white people things. My stepdad had a lot of brothers, and all together they were Lloyd, Floyd, Ron, Rod, and Gabby. Rod? I guess that could be short for Rodney, I guess. He was okay with it as long as no one knew. Wait, one of his brothers was Gabby? Short for Rodney, yes. Ron was my stepdad, by the way. Oh, I see. Lloyd, Floyd, Ron, Rod, and Gabby. Gabriel's a good name. Short for Gamantha. Actually, do love that name, not gonna lie. Gabriel's pretty goated. Gabriel is pretty goated. I don't like names that are like words. My name was supposed to be Elijah. Elijah's a pretty good name. That's a girl name. Thank God it's not. I think Elijah's a pretty good name. I think I've only ever met dudes named Elijah. It's Morgan. Morgan's a pretty strong name. You're kidding? There's a chick in Lobotomy Corp named Elijah. Shout out to all the Ezekiels in chat. Ezekiel's pretty good. Ezekiel Morgan. That's a strong name. You got a good name on you, pal. That is not a good name. Ezekiel? I think there's some heft to Ezekiel. Zeke? Ezekiel? You get a good nickname too. Maximilian Snyder always had a good ring to me. I knew a guy named Masters. Brother was named after Bob Dylan and John Lennon, and he hates both of those people. His name is John Bob. It's Dylan Lennon, not Bob John. You typed that so fast. I feel like you were typing that before I said it. Does he get that a lot? Do you get that a lot? I was. Oh. You know what I miss? When people used to call other people by like their full name. That's John Haggerty. I'm hanging out with Sam and John Haggerty. We're going to the ranch. We're gonna go fight bulls. Me and Sam and John Haggerty. And then like 40 years later, you're talking to your grandkids and you're like, I remember the summer of '87. I was fighting bulls with Sam and John Haggerty. When one gored John Haggerty in twain. He gored him in twain, John Haggerty. They didn't have phones back then. We only had rocks and sticks. So we lit a signal fire for the authorities. But by the time they arrived, 7 business days later, John Haggerty was no more. We sat there with the bulls and John Haggerty for so long, we got so hungry we had to eat the bottom half. Not the bottom half, the top half. That's all that was left. The family chose to have an open casket funeral for John Haggerty. And all that was left was legs. The most handsome pair of pants he had on that day. Like nothing I'd ever seen before. John Haggerty had it rough. Middle name is Nair. Part Jihad. This name is Nikki, but there's zero meaning for it. Nikki's a good name. Did I ever tell you Wayne is one of my middle names? Do you have more than one? But also you're a fellow, Wayne. He hawked the two by the horns, but the bull found that most unskibbity. Poor old John Haggerty. I remember it like it was yesterday, the summer of '87. I lost my best friend, John Haggerty. The most common middle name for women in my generation, probably. Alex. What? I guess the unisex name. My uncle's name is Ra after that bird god. No. The middle names are numerous and cryptic. I've never seen someone with the middle name Alex. Some are just archaic symbols. I don't know, what makes something a middle name? Do you ever see a name and you're like, that's a middle name? It's not like somebody having 2 first names. Oh, actually. You're Mexican. Okay. Alright, pal. Let's not go there. Too far. You crossed the line. That's me right now. You see the guy sitting on his chair? That's me right now. You have to have like 6 middle names. I don't. I have like 4 last names though. That's Mexican for you. So many names. My middle name was supposed to be Lee, so I'd be Ellen Lee because my aunt is Lee Ellen. But my mom had gotten into a fight like a month before I was born, so my mom was like, fuck it, Marie. Ellen Marie. Ellen Lee's kind of goated though. I'm sorry. Get called Edgar by everyone. Nathan Wayne, bird catching fish, Fire Sky Lee Gromy. An awesome name. So sad you can't type out the archaic symbols. Personally, I'm glad we're not Ellen Lee and Lee Ellen. That's fucked. In a vacuum, Ellen Lee's a really good name. Within the context of like your existence, maybe not. But in a vacuum though. And this is me right now. I'm on my chair, and then this is gonna be me in like 5 minutes. Funny if your middle name was Fuck Lee Allen because of that fight. Hell yeah. And that would be worth it for the comedy aspect. You legally can't name your kid a swear. Or Hitler. This is my kid. Timmy eat shit, Kevin grow me. Oh, dude. Or an actual number like 7, but I think you can name them 7. 7. 7 would be a cool nickname, not a good name though. I wouldn't want to be named 7, but if somebody was like started calling me 7, I wouldn't mind, you know? I'd start bringing that guy with me everywhere, so he would call me 7, and other people would start calling me 7 too. New guy named Gaylord. That's an old person name too. Yo, you'd be 7 at 7. 7 sounds awesome actually. Now that I think about it, probably the coolest number name. Imagine a really like uncreative family who names their kids after numbers. That'd be so fucked. You're 4, but your brother gets to be 7. A4. 9. Like his last name was Gaylord. I don't remember his first name. Everyone just called him Gaylord. Of course they did. I'd expect nothing less. 7 devouring his brother. 9. Everyone just thinks your name is Juan, but it's just Juan. I think that's a better deal than being like named 3 or 4. 2 through 6 are just fucked. 1 and 7 got pretty good deals. Yo. Imagine being named Chimp. Hey, Chimp. 11 kind of pops. I was gonna say 11, but I feel like by that point, nobody's having 11 kids. Not in the modern day. Chimp the Pimp. First name Chimp, middle name Duh, last name Pimp. That'd be one of those names where they would call you by your full name, like John Haggerty. God rest his soul. Wait. One of my coworkers has 6 kids and his wife homeschools them all. Convinced he's secretly Mormon or something. Chimp D Pimp. One Piece reference. Can we get much higher? So high. You're a Mormon in high school. Which ones are Mormons? Are they the ones that believe like that con artist guy? He dated his biological cousin. Is that a Mormon thing or was he just weird? Mormons don't drink coffee. Kind of culty. Oh, are Mormons the ones who soak? Which Digimon is Mormon again? Mormomon. He only had 4 fingers. Is that because he was Mormon or is that just a personal thing? Yes. What a sad existence it must be to be Mormon. Sorry to any Mormon people in the chat right now, but I honestly don't know. Do you know what soaking is? It's a Mormon thing, I know that. I like wearing the glove, it makes me feel powerful. More like Bormon. I think the Mormons would burn you at the stake if you said that. If they heard you say that. The glove makes me feel powerful. His little brother did not approve of his relationship. Imagine you're normal and your brother's Mormon and he starts dating his cousin. I guess you're a cousin too. It was probably impeding his swag. He's trying to get all friendly with a lady. And she's like, don't you got a cousin to fuck, buddy? Like, thanks a lot, bro. It happened again. Romans are based off of an actual science fiction book written in 1820s by some guy named Joseph Smith who had actual schizophrenia. Sometimes life is stranger than art. Sometimes life is stranger than fiction. Parents were like 60. There's all sorts of people out in this world. And most of them are weird and strange, and you don't want anything to do with them. There's no but. That's just the lesson. I feel like this game is coming to a close, but at the same time, I feel like it might not. Unless all these last few achievements happen in like rapid succession. I feel like this is like the story achievements, which means we might have like 4 more dreams left. No, we definitely have 4 more dreams left. No, this game's not over yet. Because these are like... These were the youth dreams. These are the middle-aged dreams. So we're gonna get like old. There's a lovely South Park episode about it where they didn't even change anything about it to make it funny. It's just like that. Build 100 houses and you're a builder. Fuck one cousin and you're a cousin fucker. I don't make the rules. I just follow them, cousin fucker. Can't find him. There's one obese gay kid I went to high school with that's supposedly a big streamer. Went to school with a 2-time Olympic gold medalist, I guess. Queso? I put that on my chips. Did I go to school with anybody important? I went to school with Joe Capone. Remember a teacher once clowned on him because he did my girlfriend is another school thing, and the teacher straight up said, "You don't know what you want," implying he liked boys. I feel like that's kind of out of line for the teacher. Leave the bullying to the other students, okay? Gold medalist is Lily King. I was joking about Queso being drafted high school streamer. I'm trying to think if I went to school with anybody important. I didn't, but my cousin went to high school with a girl who sued the US government. I think she won. Try to teach me how to swim and I still can't swim. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't teach him to swim. Not even if you're Lily King. One of my classmates is a stripper now. I think like 4 of my classmates are strippers now. That's just how it goes. Who am I to judge? I work at the exploding bomb factory. Luckily she didn't notice me. Oh. You were a client. You were at the venue. He's lifelike. It's like he's really there. I have zero clue what any of my classmates do except for that very specific famous one. Maybe that's for the best. Stop going to strip clubs because the bitch robbed me. Damn. Damn. I just like to have fun on the computer. I don't go outside. I do, that's a joke. We'll pick this up tomorrow, I suppose. I would do 6 hours today, but I want to fix my sleep schedule. In my heart tells me not to go to sleep, but I know I need to. I had a lap dance and my phone probably fell out of my pocket and she swore I never bought a dance and I got kicked out. Yeah, have fun being a responsible person. I won't. but I have to try. I've been trying to take better care of myself, you know? I've been trying. I ate today. I forget to do that a lot. I'm gonna try and wake up early tomorrow. Maybe go on a walk. Maybe watch the sunrise. I occasionally get pinged. It's in Washington. The fuckers. They still have the phone. Huge. I'm trying to be better. God, I'm trying. God, it's hard. I'll take it easy. Have a great rest of your night. Been hungry for life. Something like that. Sleep well. Stay hydrated. Fix your sleep schedule if you need to. Stay up if you don't. Don't go to strip clubs. Unless they have really good deals on drinks. Or food. Or what have you. Okay? It was bring your own hummus. BYOYS. Bring your own yummy snacks. What a scam. I love hummus. It's so fucked up that they make you bring your own though. It ain't right. It ain't proper.